Now, if you're a parent or a carer of a child with autism or a child who has additional needs, I just want to say to you that you're not alone. I see you and I hear you. I've been a parent of a child with additional needs for 5 years. I've been dealing with this. I've been there. I've cried. I've wondered. I've had the guilt. I've had the shame. I've had the what have I done? Was it something that I did in pregnancy? Was I too old to have a third child? I've questioned myself. I've stayed up all night, tried to do research, and now I'm here. Firstly, what I want to say that's really important is you need to talk to someone. Talk to someone, okay? If you don't have anyone around you that you feel safe disclosing how you're feeling, I hope by now that you feel comfort in sort of listening to my stories and watching my videos. You can reach out and speak to me. It's really important that you do that because as a parent or a carer, we need to prioritize our mental well-being. If we're not okay, our child is not going to be okay, and it's as simple as that, okay? If you can get an hour, I know it's easier said than done, if you can get, an hour to do something for you, if your child is in some sort of educational setting and just like myself and the previous experience that I had, your child only goes to a nursery for an hour, use that hour for yourself or just under an hour. Go for a walk, sit at home and do nothing, sit in silence. Have a long soak in the bath, do something for you. You need to self-regulate also. I say that because I just want to let you know that I have a program where I work with parents and carers just like you on a one-to-one basis, helping you to connect to your child, okay? We look at things like releasing guilt, shame and these unrealistic expectations. I spoke about me questioning myself, criticizing myself. Now, years later, I'm not ashamed to say that because I'm human. I have feelings. And I'm pretty certain that if you're watching this video, you feel exactly the same way. I help parents to create flexible family routines, that actually work. I've experienced the public meltdowns where I'm now at a stage where I just think, okay, it's going to happen, when are you going to do it? And that's coming from a stage of, oh my goodness, people are staring at me. What kind of parent am I? My child's having a meltdown, I can't control it. This is coming from a parent where my arms, my body, my legs are full of scars and the physical effects of biting, scratching, pinching, and not just me. My son does it to anybody within reasonable distance from him. He's done it to his nursery teachers. He's unfortunately done it to other children. It becomes the forefront of introductions because I'm preparing other people. They can then make decisions what they want to do. My child has additional needs. He does bite. He's non-speaking. It's a way of communication. It was actually nice when he joined his special school a couple of days ago, where I explained about the biting and the teacher said, yeah, we're used to it, this is how they communicate. I shook my head and I smiled and I was like, thank you. It was just actually nice to get a response like that. Like, it's normal, what do you expect? If you're in a situation where you can't speak, you can't communicate, and that is the only thing that you can do to get someone's attention, then of course you're going to do it. And again, I'm not sitting here to say that it's right. It's just about making it known to everyone. I've got, experience of the stimming where he's not just jumping and hand flapping and, being quite vocal, because even though he's non-speaking, he is very loud, very, very loud. Levels are elevated. Even though my son has like noise sensitivities, a lot of it comes from him. But, the stimming, allowing him to do that, the fact that he stims on my ears and that causes me immense pain, and that I'm on a journey to finding solutions, other alternatives to allow him to stim. I'm of the opinion that that should not stop. And why should it stop? Yes, it is causing me pain, but for him to self-regulate, he needs to do that until I find something to replace my poor ear that, may have friction burn on it and can't sort of take anything else, even though I love to wear earrings. And I sit here with experience of how the outside world really doesn't know what you're going through. They have a perception. They may see you from afar and think that you're presenting with the perfect life. You may look put together. You may have, the home, the car, the job or the business, the children, the lifestyle. But when that door closes, they don't know what's going on behind closed doors. They don't know that you've hardly slept, even though you look fantastic. They don't know that you're crying when your child is crying because you just don't know how to help them. They're not knowing that, your child can't take using their nappy when they have to do a number 2 and they're smearing feces around the house and you're constantly having to clear that up. There's all these things that I have experience in, and I'm more than happy to talk to you about. Nothing is off the table. I've been there and I've done that, and I will continue to have experience of this. Talk to someone else. Talk to myself. I'm going through it. You're going through it. I can help you. I can get you to connect. If you'd love to talk about my coaching program, you can click on the link in the description below. Just remember that you don't have to go through this alone. I've been through it all. I've been through the biting, I've been through the meltdowns, I've been through the stimming, I've been through the shame, I've been through the crying and the research and the at this brick wall because I just didn't know where to go, to finally be here talking to you, encouraging you to reach out to me. And that's one of the reasons why I created this coaching program, where I can work with you on a one-to-one basis and getting you to truly connect with your child. If you'd love to speak to me, we can have a discussion about how I can work with your family. You'll find the link in the description below.